Welcome to Mike's Funny Drum Stories, and boy do I have a bunch of funny drum stories for you that I have accumulated over the many years of doing this crazy hobby job of mine. Anyways, I had to go back. How far can I go back? And I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, I have a funny drum story from when I was 5 years old. And some of you might be thinking, wait a second, didn't you start playing when you were 17? Yes, but I have a funny drum story from when I was 5. So check this out. So I get home from kindergarten, probably, I guess, kindergarten, and there's a box there with a drum set in it, and it was from a local department store, maybe like Sears or one of those stores, and very inexpensive. My parents didn't have money, so they would buy me something that was very inexpensive, and probably $30, I don't know. Take it out of the box, and I remember it being kind of this red and black and silver kind of swirl, a wrap, of course, right? And the springs were kind of the lugs, you know, nothing was very, very serious, and seemed like the drum heads were made out of like paper towels, you know, really, really thin. Anyways, I had the kit set up beside the record player, and I remember my folks would play like Elvis Presley records and Beatles and Johnny Cash and that type of stuff, and they would just say, play, young Michael, play the drums, play. I don't know, what am I doing? So of course I'm playing. And I remember doing that for a little while. There was even a time where my mom brought this mirror in so I could see myself, and I felt like this 5-year-old rock star. It was the greatest thing ever. And then I remember that memory just kind of disappearing. Like, it's gone. What happened? So many years go by, and I sort of remember that time. Oh yeah, I actually had a drum set when I was like 5 years old. So I remember saying to my mom, I said, and I was probably maybe my late teens at that time, and I said, hey, whatever happened to that drum set that I had when I was 5? And she says, oh, you destroyed it. You destroyed it. I said, what do you mean destroyed it? She says, it looked like a pile of Christmas wrapping paper by the time you were done with it. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And she says, no. And I said, well, why wouldn't you buy me another one? And she says, well, not if you're going to wreck the stuff we're going to buy you. And the first thing that went through my head was, wasn't that a sign that I wanted to play drums? Wasn't that a sign that I wanted to do this at age 5? But they looked at it as, well, if you destroy the drums, we are not going to buy you another one. Now, interesting part to the story, in my hand is one of the original drumsticks that I've had in my collection for quite some time. And you can see the tip, it's actually pretty battered. And there's some marks on the stick. And this was 5 years old. This is what I was 5 years old. So I said, well, I found the stick. I says, where's the other one? And she says, you probably ate it. I'm like, what? She goes, you were just crazy on the drums. You were smashing and bashing and having, and she almost said having so much fun, but I think she caught herself when she was saying, and I'm like, wait a second, were you about to say fun? She goes, well, you look like you were having fun. And I said, well, I really wish you would have bought me another one. And she says, well, we didn't have the money and we didn't know if you'd take it very seriously. So going back to age 5, that is one of my original stories. This stick is so light. This thing is unbelievably light. I don't even know what wood this would be made of, like poplar or willow. I have no idea. But anyways, that's my first funny drum story. I hope you enjoyed that. There will be more getting into the reality of when I started playing drums at 17. So stay tuned for the next one. Enjoy and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.